Alright guys, here we go. We're going to give it a little bit longer, see if anybody filters in, but we haven't played one of these in a while. We did do week 1. If anybody wants to check those out, they're under my YouTube channel. The same name, Cyro329. This one will be placed there as well once we get it moved over. Just waiting to see if our stream is up and going here. And just got a notification on my phone, so let's go check it out. Alright, looks like we are up and going. So let's just jump into the game here real quick. Modes, franchise, load. Alright, Global Legends Football League. Alright, so leading us off in week 2, we got the 1-0 Locos against the 0-1 Luck. So we'll give it another 15 seconds or so here, and then we'll jump into that game and see how we get on here. Alright, 2 minutes in, so we're going to get going. And off we go.
A great matchup of two teams, a great atmosphere. It's time for football. Well, the first week is in the books. Thanks for being here again today in week 2. And we're just about ready to get this game started as the visiting team square off against the home team. They're lined up for the kickoff, so let's get this game started.
And actually, I'm going to go ahead and start that. Stop that. The game is not set right graphically. Let's get that changed. There we go. And resume that. That should be better.
Booming kick downfield.
And I gotta reset my OBS here real quick.
This one is fielded by Perry.
All right, now we're all set.
Tackle. Perry has a nice return, taking it back to the 26. First and 10.
Over at the 26-yard line. First and 10.
Here we come.
All right, I found the
Brown, the lone setback.
Missed the Locos.
Gets the pass off. He can't stay inbounds.
I think the quarterback just let that one get away.
Sanders was the one they were trying to get the ball to.
Second and 10. Ball on the 26-yard line.
Get some slot going. Let's go now. All right, let's go.
There they are. Found them.
Hey, let's go.
Hand it off to the back. Spins away from the tackle. Clemens is there on the stop at the 28-yard line.
The defense held their positions and didn't let them get very far.
All right, Sonny Jurgensen looks like it's at the helm for the Locos.
3rd and 8. Ball on the 28-yard line.
They'll go from the shotgun.
Hey, watch the screen.
Dropping back with the throw. Ambrose comes up to make the play.
Gets that to number 82, which is
good
John
execution, and they get
Gilliam.
23 yards on 3rd down.
First and 10. Ball on the 48-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, watch that screen.
Jim Brown in the backfield.
The man in motion.
Let's go. Let's go. You gotta believe it. It's RJ.
Hand off to the tailback.
And Jeremy Shockey.
Blockton is there on the
There's
stop
the tight end.
at the 41-yard line.
You never know when you're going to find some room and break loose into the secondary.
So it's kind of your offensive players there. You got Rob Baronis as your kicker for the Locos. Punter is Tommy Barnhart.
The home team with a 4-man front with the throw. And the catch is made. They completed the pass for a first down.
And they did it against the cover, too. So the quarterback found a soft spot, and he got it in there.
We're going to have
ball on the 32-yard line.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
Looks like it should be Jim Kelly.
The home team come out in a 4-3.
And possibly Marshall
Full.
Backfield for them.
Perry comes up to make the play at the 25.
As a coach, you need to make sure that you establish your running game as a weapon that can hurt the other team.
Freddie Solomon,
so that play goes for about 6.
Wayne Corbett and Jack Johnson, some of the receivers they have. On the luck, Tony Richardson is their fullback.
Oh, in motion.
And tight end Jay Novacek. They also have Eric Ebron. We'll see some time as well.
The home team are there to pick up the ball.
We have a turnover,
great job by the defense to strip the ball.
So now we get a look at the Lux offense that we just talked about.
Ball on their own.
Oh, it's always football season.
So the play in
I did week 1 and I hadn't been back to it yet, so I thought I'd
they might get
throw
this
a game
call
in here.
reversed.
The coach is hoping to get it right here because that could be a big lift to the team.
What the
Maybe
official
some
will
names
be
you
looking for
recognize,
here
Sonny
is to see if the
Jurgensen
knee
and
is down.
such, Jim
It's
Kelly.
tough to say with that replay. This
Marion
one won't be
Motley looks
easy.
like the one with the fumble, if it was in fact a fumble. Ooh, hard to tell from that angle. Certainly looked like it was moving before he hit. Yeah, I jumped in Fortnite to see if you guys were still on or not, so I figured I'd throw one of these out there, since it didn't look like you guys were.
And that challenge was a good decision as the call is overturned.
Well, sometimes the official sees what you see.
So I
and
guess we won't
sometimes
get a
he
look
sees
at the Lux
something else.
offense.
But this time, everyone could see the call had to be
Locos will
changed.
keep position.
It's on. Here we go. Stay posted up. Play hard and fast, baby. Don't stop. Don't stop that motor.
Dropping back. Throws it. They'll knock him out of bounds at the 4.
That was a heck of a throw. The ball had to be in the one spot and the only spot where it could be thrown.
Yeah, I didn't change any
First
player
4
models,
yards from the goal line
just
now.
in case.
Let's go. Let's go.
Looking for the goal line. Nice play fake. Goes to the end zone. Touchdown, visiting team.
This is exactly how you execute the play pass. The quarterback does a great job of selling the run, and that freezes the defense long enough for his receiver to get open in the end zone for the
Brandon
score.
Marshall, I'm assuming. Yep. Oh yeah.
The point after is good. So they're handed great field position and cash in.
Yeah, when you give this team field position like that, you can practically take a touchdown to the bank.
This game puzzles me because I cleared out all the music
is back
from all the folders, and it still plays the songs in between. So then I gotta go, when I upload it to YouTube, I have to
From
tell
the
it to
5.
mute the songs.
Stiff arm keeps him at bay.
They don't want to fall out of contention early, so they'll be looking to put together some kind of scoring drive on this possession.
First and 10. Ball on the 29-yard line.
Base. Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
They'll pass on first down. With the pass, he hits his receiver. The 40, the 30, the 10. Touchdown, home team.
When you get this kind of execution, you got a great chance of making a big play. Watch it here as everyone takes care of their assignment. The pass is thrown where the receiver can make the best
Why
play
is
in the
it doing
ball,
that?
and it's 6 points.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do, is hang on to that. It's supposed to move the stuff.
The extra point attempt is good. And, John, we were talking at the beginning about the quick strike capability. That's exactly what we were talking about. One play, one touchdown.
I'm not surprised at all by that play. You've got a chance to stick it to the other team, you're going to stick it to them. And that's what they did on that play.
Alan John.
Comes in to kick off.
Yeah, I turned it up because of something that was going on the other day.
Plenty of distance.
Let me slide it down here a little bit. There we go.
This one is fielded by Perry. The head back out onto the field after scoring the touchdown.
90 does.
Possession, and the passing game worked to perfection. So
Yeah, I didn't want any likeness issues.
do the same thing and move the ball through the air
So
against
I
the
wanted
zone.
an out in
Ball on
case
their own
somebody
24.
said anything.
First and 10.
So I just did numbers, heights, weights, and ratings. Took long enough to do that, let alone trying to do all the look-alike stuff.
The halfback dropped in the backfield for a short loss.
He has a fast first step. He can explode through.
Although I will say Charles Haley
create that little crease or cutback lane to break free.
looks a lot like
Second
himself,
and long.
even though I didn't change anything.
23-yard line.
Blue jam, blue jam.
Sonny had a beer belly.
Out of the gun.
Yeah, I
With a
don't
man
think
in
they're.
motion.
I don't think they let you do beer bellies in here. You're either
Hand it off.
big or you aren't.
Number
Not really a
6 is there for the
belly
tackle.
per se.
When you run the ball in the first half, you're trying to keep the defense honest. But if you're only getting gains like that in the second half, then it puts more pressure on your passing game.
They'll be faced with a long third
Ball
down
on the
play here.
25-yard line.
Watch him draw the screen. Turn it out now.
The home team.
Had one of our
coming
box
from the
meals tonight. It was a
short completion, hitting his wide receiver to the left.
sloppy
They don't
Joe
pick up
Philly
nearly enough for a first
cheesesteak
down, John.
thing.
I'll tell you, this is such an odd decision. You got to
So
be
it
able
was
to execute
interesting.
a play
It was
with
alright
deeper
though.
options when you've got third
I don't know that I'd seek it out, but it was okay.
Very solid defensive effort to force the 3 and out. And he signals for the fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 32-yard line.
7-7, and the Luck have no first downs. Interesting.
It's
They'll
first
take
and
over
10.
at the 32-yard line. First and 10.
Shrimp and crab meat Alfredo. Wow. I mean, I like Alfredo, but I'm not a big seafood fan, so.
Now they got to keep going at him. They can get that defense tired and on its heels. These games will get longer and bigger as the game goes on.
Second and 6 coming up here.
So what we got here? We got Jim Kelly.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Nothing.
Looks like Kurt Warner's in there instead of Marshall Falk. That's interesting.
Martin comes up to make the play at the 40-yard line.
This is a spot where you want to show the defense that they have to respect the running game.
And he picks up about 4. Ball on their own 40.
Ball on the 40-yard line.
You gotta believe it. It's RJ. I'm coming through, baby.
Tony Richardson is the fullback. I didn't catch who the tight end was. Jay Novacek, I think it is.
Off to the tailback. Play action. Gets rid of it. Jumping and has it. Richardson makes a very difficult catch to secure the first down.
When you go up like that, coming down with it is usually not much fun, especially when you got guys nearby who are waiting to put a lick on you.
Ball on the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39-yard line.
I almost bought the new version of Madden to try this in well, today, really. But I don't know how to do the mods on it, so I decided not to yet.
Tackles, you have to seal off the inside and kick
Plus, I have to
out the
redo all the
outside.
rosters
Have
and
some
everything.
kind of hole to run through. That just didn't happen on that play.
Ball on the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40-yard line.
Here we go. We like to press
The visiting team.
Now, if somebody has a mod that has like the Legends roster, and then I could just do a fantasy draft, that would work.
With the throw. And this pass is completed. Keeps his feet moving. That's why he's so dangerous.
I'll tell you what, he's just a football player and a great ball handler. Anytime you get the ball in his hands...
Probably what I should have done on this one, to be honest. Had a fantasy draft. Instead of just randomly doing them myself.
It's first and 10.
Ball on the 25-yard line.
They ain't got nothing. Deuce it, deuce it. Good shoot. on, fellas. Come on. Knock each other back.
Yep, there's Marshall Falk.
A little misdirection. Foot is there for the tackle at the 25-yard line. John, nothing there on that play. Looks like he might have
Super
gotten back to the
Nintendo.
line of scrimmage.
They better mix up the play call.
Damn, you are old.
Trying to free up some space in the middle. That back just didn't have any help from his line on that
Let's go,
play.
baby. It's showtime, baby.
Gets the pass off. Jumps up and he has it.
That is just great athletic ability.
The only thing I ever played on Super Nintendo I liked was the original RBI baseball, because like you had a certain amount of points to spend across your players to make them however good they were going to be. So you couldn't just load up on all home run hitters. Like you could have one in there, but you had to spread it out. It was, and it actually did the stat updates as you played. So I thought that was pretty cool at the time.
Then he has to throw it away, hold it, or pull it down quickly.
I thought the RBI baseball they got out now is a piece of junk, if you ask me. I mean, why, if you're going to get that, why wouldn't you just get the show?
With this field goal attempt. The veteran kicks it through.
The key to winning is having your drives get some sort of points for your team. They got it done on that drive. I'm sure they're thinking touchdown for their next one.
I mean, I could see it if we were like doing, say, a budget kind of thing, but I don't even think it's that much cheaper than the show, is it? I don't think it is.
This one is fielded by Perry. The defense forced the punt the last time after 3 plays.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I just still doesn't look near as good. Even gameplay stuff doesn't look quite as good as the show.
The home team come out in a 4-3. Gets the toss to the right. Number 57 got very good penetration there. So after that run, we can see how the 2 main threats on the ground have fared so far. 2nd and long.
Ball on the 27-yard line.
Yeah, you see me. Careful.
The home team line up in a 4-3 on the ground.
Oh,
Perry is there on the stop.
good thing nobody else left to tackle him if he got by that one.
He's considered such a dangerous runner on that play.
Most of the time when you see runs like that, there's some kind of mix-up in the defense. Sometimes it's your offensive line just doing a great job of blocking. I think that play was a little bit of both.
So at the end of 1, the score is 10-7. The teams have switched sides, and we'll start the second quarter.
The teams are ready for the second quarter. 1st and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line.
Here we come. Under 10, 10. There we go, D.
Number 9 sends a man in motion. Dropping back to pass on 1st down. Gets the pass off. Pass falls incomplete.
A back who is a good receiver out of the backfield could really give you that extra dimension on offense. You have to find a way to try and catch it when your hands are on it.
2nd and 10.
That's probably the only one I do. I'm actually getting fairly tired, and I haven't even taken my pills yet.
They'll go from the I formation. Holt moves in motion.
It's on. Get some slack going.
Unleashes the deep ball. Incomplete. He barely got that one off.
Yeah, it wasn't a sack. What it did was make the quarterback adjust his throw, and it messed up his rhythm.
3rd and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line.
Yeah, it's on. Big play now. Big
The
play.
home team come out with 3 down linemen.
11:30, I believe, is my appointment.
He made the catch. Alexander is there for the tackle at the 22.
Now this is one heck of a play. Look out. They're in a hole here on 3rd down, and they come through with this perfect play that gets them a first and keeps the drive going.
I felt a little bit better. I still feel it. It's still there, but certainly not as bad as it was Friday.
Blue down, blue down.
Gets rid of it. Ward is there on the stop.
On the reception.
So if I aggravate it in some way, I'm not quite sure how I did that.
In his direction, John.
Yeah, he's got some of the best hands in the league. he'll catch just about anything he can get to. I think he's most effective when they really need to catch. Third down and things like that. That's when he really shines out there.
The last time they were inside the 20,
Yeah.
touchdown out of it.
Almost feels more like a.
They need some better blocking out of that offensive front.
Almost more like a muscle cramp now than it does like a spasm.
Keep them inside, maintain leverage, and balance it. You need to hold those blocks and slow down the pass rush.
Second down.
I don't feel it too much unless I move.
The home team line up in a 4-3.
In a way that it brings it out more. I don't want to say wrong, but I will say I won't be bowling this week from how I feel now, but next week might be a possibility if it continues to get better. But that would be the day you guys are supposed to leave, so I don't know how that would flesh out, but just throwing it out there in case it happens.
Barnhart in to kick this one off. This one is handled by Warner. The offense ready to go again after their last drive ended with 3 points.
Yeah, well, they thought it was a broken rib too, which is a month to 2 months to heal. But if it's not that, it's possible I could be healed up enough to bowl. Not this Tuesday, but the Tuesday following Tuesday, the day you guys leave. But that's still an if. I don't know that it'll be healed by then either, but it's certainly more possible than this Tuesday. This Tuesday's not happening.
Ball on their own 30.
Ball on the 30-yard line.
The visiting team come out in a 4-3. Throwing, nearly intercepted.
Still a little confused to how I aggravated it Friday when I didn't. I bowled Saturday and it didn't aggravate it, so I'm not quite sure. No, I don't want to re-injure it, but I also don't know how I injured it, so it's not anything I can really do to guard against it specifically. I'm not gonna do nothing from now on, just because I'm old and fragile.
They need to be prepared to cover both options.
So that's a gain of about 5. 3rd and 5.
Hey, watch that screen. Watch the snap down.
He'll keep it. Runs through the tackle. He has Kelly.
Well, that was a terrible effort.
They get him in a 3rd down situation, but if they can give him a lane to run through, he's going to take it. And right there, he takes it for a big 1st down.
But to your point, I'll know if I'm ready. I'll be able to feel it.
He'll pass on 1st down. Gets the pass off. Knocked down at the
If it's
line.
still tender, I won't do it then either. I'm just saying it's a possibility. But I don't think you guys will, if that's the day you're leaving, I don't think it'll be feasible for you to catch it anyway, so.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 47-yard line.
In your cases, it may not matter.
The visiting team line up in the quarter defense. Here they come. Pressure coming. Good pass rush that time, John. They brought everyone on the blitz, and he went down hard.
That's one of those cases where they have more rushers than you have blockers. When you get the blitz coming, you have to go to your hot receiver in that situation.
It's now 3rd and long after the sack.
Don't let him pass. Save him, save him. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Only one man in the back.
Yeah, I figured so.
Back with the throw. He goes up and grabs it. Number 22 is there on the.
That's all right. Maybe next time.
3-yard line. That tackle by the corner will bring up 4th down.
I think the odds would be in favor of me being fine the next time you guys are around.
Jones would like to place this one inside the 10. He signals for a fair catch.
You may not even have to come to see it if I can ever figure out how to get it streaming. I've been trying to stream League a couple times. Well, not League per se, but the 9-pin no-tap tournament I was doing. But I think they had their router set up at the bowling alley to not allow enough. So Twitch wouldn't accept the stream. So I just never started it. So I've been thinking about trying to switch it over, at least for the bowling part, over to YouTube just to see if it was. Yeah, I know you didn't come just to see that, but. It would have been fun. Well, assuming I bowled worth a damn. That hasn't been too frequent either lately, so.
They'll go from the I formation. Shockey goes in motion.
We like a pack of wolves.
They give it to the halfback. Number 51 comes up to make the play. At the
My phone does have a hotspot, but it is limited. I pay by the gig. The only one that's unlimited is my wife's. So when we're out, we tether to it. But it's still only 4 TE or 4 LTE, and it's not. I don't think it's enough to stream it. I tried to do it on her phone, but it wouldn't stream that way either.
Number 51 stops him for negative yardage. The linebacker came up and made a very solid tackle to make sure he didn't get to the first down marker.
Yeah, me and the kids don't. We go by the gig, so it's cheaper. But it's if we're out and about, we just tether to the wife's, and then we're all unlimited.
And he waves for the fair catch.
Unless, of course, we have a signal that's offered wherever we are. Which the bowling alleys give you one, but I think they're metered. So you only get so much bandwidth, and if it doesn't meet what Twitch wants, then I think Twitch just ignores it stream-wise. Because I had one that I did it, and it said I was live, and when I went to Twitch, it was nowhere to be found. It was like it just didn't exist. But the app on the phone said I was live the whole time. So
if you don't have the vision, you just can't find the hole.
I don't know, it's weird. But I haven't tried YouTube yet, so I may try to stream it to that next time, see if that works.
It's rid of it, a little off target, but caught. Good job picking up the blitz, picking up a first down.
Hey, that was a heck of a call. I mean, they saw the pressure was coming, and he knew right where to go with the ball, and he got it there.
Almost at the 2-minute mark now.
Yeah, I was using YouTube for quite a while, but just kind of live streams seem to be more popular on Twitch, so I kind of swapped over, and I don't know, the stuff that I stream, like this stuff here, it only keeps it for like a week. So I don't know if that has anything to do with the number of views you get for it, or if it's just a timely thing for everybody. Whereas YouTube tends to keep it. So I may end up switching back over to YouTube because of that anyways.
Reached the 2-minute mark.
I do think I have more followers on Twitch though, if I'm being honest.
Keep the throttle down.
Hand off to the tailback.
You know who Cathal is?
The 49-yard line.
He designs and he plays. I don't know if you know who he is. He followed me on Twitter today. I don't hardly ever do anything on Twitter.
Number 22 stops him at the
A couple hours ago, as a matter of fact, I got the notification. Not quite sure why he followed me on Twitter. But I followed him back just in case something was going on. So it's Cahal. It's Cathal O'Sullivan. Cahal 1991, I think might be his username on the golf game. So, anyway, he plays golf. He's been in a lot of the all tournaments and stuff we've been in.
This one will be spotted at the 30-yard line. So that tackle was his
But
third.
I don't know
What
why
they're
he
doing here
followed
is
me
keeping
today.
the defense from
Thought
huddling
it
up.
was
Keeps the
odd.
same defense on the field.
Go with the pass play on 3rd and short. Throws it.
Yeah.
And he can't hang on. Kravett was there, but uncharacteristic.
Yeah, for some reason he followed me a couple hours ago on Twitter, which, like I said, I hardly ever use Twitter. I mean, really, I don't use it at all, really.
Cox leads the field goal team into the game for the
I think I retweet like Jeremy's stuff every now and then, but not very much.
Give credit to the kicker there. It's nice to have a guy that can make your drive worth 3.
Shit
Even
stir.
if you don't get it in the end zone.
Yeah, he seems like a okay dude. I haven't talked to him in quite a while, really. Not since I switched over to PC from the PS4, really. Well,
from the 6-yard
coming up on halftime, got ourselves a little bit of a game here.
The momentum has been going back and forth so far. This one looks like it's going to be a close game right till the end.
Thanks, John. Here's your cape.
It's 1st and 10.
Ball on the 33-yard line.
Yeah, I saw that.
The home team come out in a 4-3.
I saw that on YouTube, though. I didn't. So I'm still a little confused about the Twitter thing.
He appeared to feel the pressure there.
So many passing attacks in the NFL rely on timing. When you can put pressure on the passer, you never give him a chance to get into a rhythm, and you force him to throw the ball before he wants to.
Ball on the 33-yard line.
Defense, get ready. We turning it up.
Number 9 spreads them out. Here they come with the throw. He hits his receiver.
Uh-oh, he's loose. Gone.
The 20, the 10, touchdown, visiting team.
He gets a great block right here to spring him for the touchdown. I'll tell
Ricky
you,
Sanders gets loose.
Right out of his shoes that time.
Are you in that one, Rich? That TMT thing? Ryder Cup? I'm ready. If I'm being honest, I'm ready for the new game. I'm just so burnt out on this one. I mean, I don't know if they'll have fixed any of the issues that I experienced. Like I hit pretty good shots and they go 20 yards to the right. I don't understand that.
Barnhart looks like he's just about ready to kick this one off.
It's not wind or anything. I play the wind and whatnot.
This one is taken
it's just
by Warner.
Weird.
The home team.
Hope it doesn't suck. Yeah. I mean, I like the look of it better. It looks like they've improved the textures of everything, but we'll have to see how that translates into the designer, I guess. Whether or not that's stuff we can lay down and whatnot, or if that's just the courses they created. Yeah, I heard there was more info coming tomorrow.
Throws it. He hits his receiver. Williams is there for the tackle at the 31-yard line. He found a soft spot in the coverage, John.
We'll see what they feel like telling us.
He found a hole in the zone, and the quarterback found him in that hole with the pass.
Probably just discuss the difference in clubs, which we already kind of know about, just not details.
At the 47-yard line, the home team call a timeout. They have one timeout left.
Do something. Let's go, D. Let's go. All right, now. Yeah, let's go, baby.
Pass play here on 1st down. Throws it. Incomplete. Solomon was his intended target.
Yeah, I mean, I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, depending on who you ask, the current game's fucked up. So, are you saying don't fix it?
Kelly spreads them
Or
out.
just don't make it worse?
Pump faking with the throw. This pass is incomplete. The ball is jarred loose again. Good play.
These guys are going to knock you around a little bit.
And I like the UI they've changed too. The scorecards and everything. Those looked a lot more polished, I thought.
So let's see if the guys up front can prevent the sack.
But I'm kind of in the same boat as you. I want to see. I think that stuff's all you can turn all that shit off though, so I don't care about that. Do what you got to do to get more customers. The more they sell, the better they can make the next one. So as long as you can turn it off like they're suggesting you can, I'm fine with all that stuff.
Here's a no huddle. It's a good way to keep the defense off balance.
Just have to wait and see, I guess, when we get our hands on it. Won't really know until we play it, I suppose.
Second and 10. Ball on the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll go from the I formation. They'll bring the blitz. With the throw, Lynch is there for the tackle. At the 3. Let's see how this defense handles the no-huddle. The home team call a timeout. That's their final timeout.
I mean, I think they're gonna dumb it down. I mean, they have to, I think, to bring in, you know, the more novice video type non-simulation players to sell more copies. But like I say, I'm fine with that as long as they give you the opportunity to turn all that shit off if you don't want it, which seems to be the way they're supposed to, or at least seems to be the way they're marketing it or discussing it. I guess not marketing it. At least in the posts that people have talked about, they say you can turn all that stuff off.
From the 6-yard line.
I'm still a bit confused on the one perfect though at the top of that circle. I don't know what that, like, how do you only have one?
And this should be the last play of the half.
Well, yeah. But I think you need to have the courses as nice as possible too, though, for the immersion. But I mean, at the same time, you want the gameplay to be good as well. I think it all ties together. But again, all that rough and shit we saw, that kind of texture stuff, that could only be because that's a real tournament course. Maybe that's not even available in the designer. We don't really know yet. So
this one is handled by Warner.
Just like how they changed the gameplay. Have to wait and see once we play it, I guess.
Ball on their own 20.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
Hey, score. It's showtime, baby.
The visiting team line up in a 4-3. Kelly with a man in motion. With a counterplay. Williams.
Yeah, but maybe those shit-looking courses could be made to look better.
Mixing runs with passes keeps the defense honest.
Ball on their own 22.
Ball on the 22-yard line.
I mean, honestly, it'll still be. I mean, it could still be a shit course. Just looks better.
Dropped in the backfield for a short loss.
He's had a tough day out there so far.
Apparently somebody that keeps popping in doesn't like our discussion, so they keep leaving and coming back and then leaving. Assuming it's the same person.
Had difficulty stopping them on 3rd down.
Pretty big assumption, really.
Number 22 is there for the tackle at the 30-yard line.
Watch it here. This is a great call on 3rd down to keep this drive alive. They were in a tough spot here, but this is a heck of a throw and catch to pick up that.
To Ocho Cinco, the white version. What, people coming in and out? Or don't like the discussions, or what? You lost me there. Or playing on shit courses.
Number 96 is there on the stop at the 30.
When you get penetration like that, It's very hard for the offense to get positive yardage.
It's second down and a long way to go.
Ball on the 30-yard line.
Keep it up. Nothing. They don't get nothing.
With the throw, the defense has it.
Oh, no.
Now that was
Roman
just a bad
Pfeiffer with the
decision.
interception.
Look at this. 2 defenders right near the receiver. Now there are a few guys
See
who
you
think
and
they can
leave.
squeeze the ball into double coverage, and he's one of them. That time he gambled. And
Oh, I mean, they can't really see me, so. Although I do have a cam now. I don't know if I told you that.
Get me going. We turning it up.
Number 9 with a man in motion. They're coming with the blitz. Keeps it. They'll spot this one at the 21. It's 3 tackles so far for him today. He tried to scramble but couldn't find any running room.
Be like Eric. I'm not going to turn it on until 500 followers. Which I'm not even close to, so it might not. It might rust over before I get a chance to use it.
Blue down, blue down. Good shoot. Back it up, baby.
I use the mic in it every now and then, though,
Here we go, baby.
Dropping back.
instead of my
Rolling out to his
headset.
right. Throws one up in the end zone. Touchdown.
Depends on what I'm
Visiting
doing.
team.
Just watch this guy get open on the right
Touchdown
side.
from Brandon
Season,
Marshall again.
Throws a strike for the touchdown.
Well, it's looking like the home team might be in a little bit of trouble here. Be down 2 scores. Hey, they got time left though. Plenty of time.
The extra point attempt is good. They got excellent field position and made the most of it.
They took the bull by the horn. They weren't about to let that favorable circumstance turn out unfavorably.
Barnhart in to kick this one off.
Oh, using the punter on the kickoffs there.
This one is handled by Warner.
Been a rough start to this game, but they still have enough time to turn it around.
Ball on their own 20.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
It's on. Everything you got.
The visiting team come out in a 4-3.
Let's go now.
A little misdirection. Number 96 comes up to make the play at the 25-yard
Like his
line.
own dude got in his way that time.
The league average 4 to 5 yards a carry, but there are a lot of things that go into a successful running game. You got to have good play calling, good blocking up front, and a back that can take advantage when he sees the opening.
Watch the man.
So that play goes for about 6. The visiting team line up in a 4-3.
Keep moving. Come on. Let's go.
And he plays it safe by going down to the turf.
I've been a little too safe there.
Ball on their own 27.
Ball on the 27-yard line.
Regular. Let's go. Let's turn it
They've done very well on 3rd down to this point. Number 84 moves in motion.
Lucky, lucky.
With a counter play. Dropped in the backfield for a short
Uh-oh.
loss.
4th down.
Get the first down on that running play. And since they're not in field goal range, we should see the punt unit. So they'll line up to punt after going 3 and out. From the 27. Perry doesn't have a whole lot of room to work with, getting it to the 34-yard line.
First and 10. Ball on the 34-yard line.
Let's go. Be physical. Let's ride, man.
The home team come out in a nickel package. Shockey goes in motion.
Clear. Clear.
Throws this one away. He couldn't find a receiver, so he threw it where no one could get it. Second and 10.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
Back it up, baby. Let's go now. Blue jam, blue jam.
The home team line up in a 4-3. Hand it off to the back. Barton is there on the stop at the 41. Brown kept his legs moving, gets 7 hard-earned yards. Ball on their own 41.
Ball on the 41-yard line.
Hand off to the tailback. They'll go with the play fake. With the pass, the 40. And he makes the grab. Ward is there for the tackle. Excellent execution as they pick up 29
I should
yards.
cover that guy.
On 3rd down.
Jeremy Shockey, I believe.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
Right. Watch out.
Shockey in motion.
We're coming to wreck. Yeah, let's go, baby. Don't stop that motor.
Hand it off. Keeps his feet moving. Number 57 is there on the stop at the 26-yard line.
A big part of this guy's running style is to use the blockers to set up his cuts, but they were nowhere to be found on that run.
Just about a 3-yard gain.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
Will. We turning it up. Come on.
The home team come out in a dime package.
Give him help.
When you think about guys who have a big heart, this guy has to be at the top of the list. He just never lets up out there.
To get the first down, they have to reach the 18-yard line.
27-yard line.
Watch him draw the screen.
The offense has been stepping it up on 3rd down all day.
Deep throw. No completion there.
Ooh.
Marshall nearly had that one. but he
Almost a
couldn't
3rd
bring it in
touchdown.
with a completion.
You can usually count on him to catch about any ball he gets his hands on. I'm sure the quarterback won't hesitate to look in his direction next time he needs a big play.
Well, hopefully if he does, he won't drop it next time.
Number 2 will come in looking to try the field goal. The try is good. They go up by 15 now after the field goal. Barnhart looks like
Well,
he's
I'd say
just
the
about
Luck
ready
need to
kick
start
this
moving
one
the
off.
ball a little bit. In need of some points.
This one is taken by Warner.
This team is going to have to focus a lot more than they did in the first half if they're going to come back.
Ball on their own 26.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
So we gonna take it.
The visiting team come out in a nickel package. Gets rid of it, almost picked off. Number 24 had the coverage on the play.
The intended receiver on the play. Second and 10. Ball on the 26-yard line.
All day, baby. Come on. Tampa.
The visiting team with a 4-man front. Hand it off to the back. Number 97 comes up to make the play at the 34-yard line.
You got to keep going to the run. You never know when there's going to be great blocking ahead of you.
Decent
Allow
game
for
for
a big
Marshall,
one
though.
right into the end zone.
It's 3rd down, 2 to go.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
What's the hard count? Deuce it.
The visiting team line up in a 4-3.
Here I go. Who's gonna make a big
They
play?
give it to the halfback, setting up play action, throws it. The 50. The 30. Number 22 is there for the tackle at the 24-yard line.
Long pass, long gain after the catch. They did everything but score on that one.
So they have 1st and 10 here.
Ball on the 24-yard line.
No more, fellas.
The visiting team come out in a nickel package. Pass play here on 1st down. Closing in with the pass. Right on target to the wide receiver. He picks up more yardage with that completion and now has almost thrown for 300 yards.
First and 10.
Regular.
The last time they were down here, they settled for a field goal.
Let's go, let's go.
Hand it off. This one will be spotted at the 7. And so that makes tackle number 6. Warner with a nice burst through the middle that time. 5-yard pickup. He needs 7 yards for a touchdown.
Ball on the 7-yard line.
One of us gonna make a play. Play football.
The backs are lined up in an eye. Kelly with a man in motion.
Here it comes. We gotta believe it. It's our game. So we gonna take it. Everything you got.
Hand it off to the back. Williams is there on the stop. Warner rumbles forward for a gain of 4.
Luck trying to get back in this game.
4 yards from the goal line now.
Stay posted up. Time to eat, big dogs. Rush in.
Nice job so far on 3rd down for the offense, and we'll see if that continues here. Everything they do works on 3rd down.
Yeah, no matter what down it is, when you keep moving the chains and you keep the defense out in the field, you're having a productive drive.
Thanks, John.
1st and goal at the 2.
Knock him out. We turning it up. Keep moving.
It's not one John, it's the other, right?
They don't get nothing.
Throws it. And he hits his target. Touchdown, home team. And so once again, a touchdown pass. Cox comes in to attempt the point after. The extra point attempt is good.
No matter what kind of field position you start with, as an offensive player, you got to be thinking touchdown. These guys kept their eye in the end zone, and that's exactly the kind of drive they were looking for.
Well, that gets them back to within 8 if the defense can hold.
Nice distance. From the 4. Just about ready for the first play of this drive. They were able to pick up a field goal on their last drive.
All the way back out to the 39. Decent starting field position.
At the 39-yard line. 1st and 10.
Do something. Let's go. Let's go now. Stretch strong. Let's go, D. Let's go. There we go, D.
He gets the carry. Setting up play action. Gets rid of it. And he is bumped out of bounds at the 50-yard line. He laid that pass out there perfectly. Thought he might challenge this one, and sure enough, it'll be reviewed.
The call in the field is questionable. They might decide that they made an incorrect call and reverse it.
It appeared he did a great job of keeping his balance along the sidelines.
Yeah, and the only question is, did he step out? That's what I think they're looking for in the booth.
Yeah, it looked like he only had 1 foot down, yeah? Gotta be incomplete, I think.
The player was out of bounds when he caught the ball.
Yeah.
Incomplete pass.
So the coach looks a lot smarter after getting the play reversed in his team's favor.
It didn't hurt that the official had some great replays to look at, and they made it easy to overrule.
Ball on their own 39.
So this would have been a 2007...
The home team come out in a nickel package.
2007 season.
Jumps up, he has it.
Well, no, it would have been the August.
He'll go for those passes wherever they are.
They would have released it to August before the 2008 season, right? So that'd be 12 years ago they had challenges. Doesn't seem like it's been that long since they started those.
31.
That's crazy.
The score is the away team.
The visiting team have the lead and are in control as we begin the final quarter.
Quarter is about to begin.
Ball right around
3rd and
midfield.
1. Ball on the 48-yard line.
Yeah, you see me. Hey, watch the screen.
They've executed very well on 3rd down so far, and that's a big reason why they're ahead at the moment. Receives the handoff. Great fake. Throwing. The 40. Can't bring him down. Perry is there on the stop.
Well, that's not the defense they need.
Defense breaking down. Here they give him enough time to get the long pass off. Then they let him catch it, and they let him run for a long gain.
Big gain there. 26.
Ball on the 25-yard line.
Let's go, D. We like a pack of wolves.
The home team with a 4-man front. They give it to the halfback. They'll spot this one at the 20. 20, and that's now 3 tackles for him in this game. Brown with a nice burst through the middle that time. 5 yards pickup. Ball on the 20-yard line.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Watch screen. Watch the play. Hey,
They'll make this a 2-possession game if they get into the end zone in this drive. They're just inside the 20. Under pressure.
Oof.
The big man gets in there for a big sack.
He's got a great combination of size and move. Now, he won't be winning any races, but he's good at getting after the quarterback. And let me tell you, you never want him to be the guy falling on top of you.
They're looking now at 3rd and long after the sack. And we can attribute this lead to their ability to convert on 3rd down. Hand it off to the fullback. Number 57 is there for the tackle at the 24-yard line. 4th down upcoming, but they're in position to add to their lead.
Yeah, and that's what they want to do. Control the ball and the clock while getting into position to add at least 3 points.
So they're lining up for the kick. This will be a 42-yard attempt. The kick is good. It's now an 11-point lead following the field goal.
Not looking good for the Luck currently.
Barnhart is just about ready to kick this one away. This one is taken by Warner.
Oh. Uh-oh. Maybe I spoke too soon.
Big opening. Touchdown, home team.
And what you're going to see here is a good example of how you can set up blocking on kick returns. Watch how they create a crease for him. He sees his lane, makes some moves, and then he's gone.
Interesting. So they're going to go for 2, try to make it 3-point game.
Can he get there? Nice play fake.
Oh, no, he didn't. Didn't have time to throw it.
Perry gets set to return the kickoff as we take a look at his stats.
Hey, D, what's going on?
This one is handled by Perry.
Oh.
Perry takes this one back to the 23.
They'll take over at the 23-yard line. 1st and 10.
I'm still battling with my sides, and I have a doctor's appointment at 11:30 tomorrow. I don't believe I'll be working tomorrow.
This one will be spotted at the 33-yard line. Solid game. Picks up another tackle. Picked up 10 yards. Ball on their own 33.
Ball on the 33-yard
But
line.
this is actually the last. As soon as I'm done with this, I'm gonna take my heart med stuff, and that'll put me to sleep.
Clemens is there on the stop at the 39-yard line.
That's a good job of separating out of the defensive lineman. They created a crack, he saw it, and made his move.
1st and 10. Ball on the 39-yard line.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Out of the I formation.
Let us dictate. All right, now.
Rich was in here. I don't know if he left or not.
Throws it. And he's ridden out at the 45. With that pass, he closes in on 300 yards. Ball on the 45-yard line.
Ball on the 45-yard line.
Sammy, Rich, and I played a little bit earlier. Somewhere between 6 and 8. I got off at 8 to eat dinner, but
Setting up play action. Gets rid of it.
we didn't play very well.
Is there on the stop at the 26-yard
Apparently just now.
On him to make a handful of great catches throughout the game and really get that field stretched.
First and 10. Ball on the 26-yard line.
You can't stop me. One back.
Only one man back. Number 9 with a man in motion. A little misdirection. Clemens stops the play in the backfield.
Looked away for 5 minutes.
Well,
Well, a lot can happen in 5 minutes.
And those are the type of plays where you see those qualities really showing themselves. He's a cornerstone of this defense, and he always seems to be in the right position to make the play.
The home team come out in a 4-3.
Sammy was using mouse and keyboard earlier, so he was
Stepping up.
having some struggles with his aim, so we didn't fare too well. We did get second at least once that I remember. Yeah, where you been?
If they can get
That's a
it
good
to the
question.
16-yard line, that would be a first down.
Do something. Come on.
Consistent success on third down, which they've had, usually translates into a win.
Watch the ball.
Hand off to the tailback. Ward.
Perry getting a lot of use by the Locos. Did I miss an injury somewhere?
Probably send in the kicker.
I think so. When you've got the lead, you don't have to try
Did Brown
anything
get hurt?
fancy.
And I missed it?
Just tack on the 3 and put the game in your defense's hands.
This officially will be a 37-yard attempt. The attempt is good. Big kick there, putting them up by 8.
Graduated. Well, congratulations.
Barnhart in to kick this one off.
Or tell him congratulations, at any
And
rate.
he got all of that one. A great kick. From the 1-yard line. Flags are down, and this one appears to be on the offense.
Holding on the receiving team. Number 25.
A team has to show discipline and execute properly out there. If they don't, they'll find it's much harder to overcome the other team and get a win.
Ball on their own 18.
At the 18-yard line. First and 10.
Don't stop that motor. Keep the throttle down.
The visiting team come out in a nickel package. With a counterplay. Look, it's right in there and brings him down.
The running game's not been a factor all day.
So there's 3 minutes left in this one.
Ball on the 15-yard line.
Play hard and fast, baby. Let's do our thing. Great shoot.
A little misdirection. Pfeiffer is there on the stop at the 18. Fault runs it for about 3 on the counterplay. Ball on their own 18.
Ball on the 18-yard line.
Hey, D-line, watch the screen. Stay deeper than the
Dime backs in for this play. Gets rid of it. Knocked away.
Ooh.
Despite excellent hands and a pass right on target, the receiver can't bring it in.
He's a trusted possession receiver who the quarterback looks for whenever he needs a big catch. This time he dropped it, but I'm guessing that they'll continue to look in his direction when they need that big play.
This punt will be his 3rd. From the 34-yard line.
Well, they almost need a turnover, I think, now. It'll be pretty difficult to,
6-yard line. First and 10.
Get my cut back. Watch the play.
be very difficult to win if they give up any points here.
Hand off to the tailback. You know, Johnny always seems to be in perfect position to make a play.
He's all about effort. His motor's always running at 100%, and he's got the experience to diagnose plays very quickly.
2-minute warning coming up.
Ball on the 42-yard line.
Not today. All right, now. Stay posted
The
up.
home team with a 4-man front.
Keep it up. Hey. Yeah. 10. Check it. Go make a play.
2 minutes for the luck to make something happen.
2 minutes to go.
Ball on the 42-yard line.
Everything you
The
got.
home team come out in a 4-3. Handed off to the back. Perry is there for the tackle at the 46. Brown at the delayed handoff and gains about 3. The home team call a timeout. They have 2 left.
Third and 10. Ball on the 46-yard line.
We turning it up. DBs, let's go. What you got?
The home team come out with 3 down linemen and 7 defensive backs. The third down run not enough to keep the drive alive, so the punting team coming in.
There's nothing wrong with trying to grind it out.
Well,
in
I got the
fourth
ball
quarter
back anyway.
when you're playing with a lead.
Unable to get anything going on that series, they'll have to punt it away here. Fair catch called for.
Down by a touchdown, going on offense, time running out. It doesn't get a whole heck of a lot better than this.
Down to just outside of the 3.
Ball on their own 3.
Ball on the 3-yard line.
Well, from that angle, it looks like it's just inside the 4.
Kelly from the shotgun. Pass play here on first down. Gets rid of it. A little off target, but caught. Pfeiffer comes up to make the play. At the 17.
That'll give him a little breathing room. Oh, Corbett's injured.
First and 10. Ball on the 17-yard line.
Keep moving. Hey, watch the screen.
The visiting team line up in a 4-3. Throwing. The wide receiver has it. Number 22 is there on the stop. At the 38, he's trying to hurry them back to the line.
Sure looked like he landed out of bounds to stop the clock there.
Dropping back to pass on first down.
Interesting.
Throws it incomplete.
Yikes.
The defender knocks it away. Time is working against them.
Yeah, I'm thinking they're going to keep going to the air, but it might be a little too late.
Second and 10. Ball on the 38-yard line.
All right, let's go. Get it started.
The visiting team with a 4-man front.
We're talking about read.
With the pass, and the catch is made. Midfield, Bird is there for the tackle at the 43-yard line. He's trying to get them back to the line.
Let's go.
Moving the ball a little bit here.
We like to press the rules.
Pressure, the long pass over the middle.
Uh-oh.
No
Oh,
choice here,
no.
They just have to keep throwing.
Yeah, they do. Running the ball isn't going to do a whole lot of good now.
Wow.
Second and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line.
Defense, get ready. Play hard and fast, baby.
The visiting team come out in a dime package. He'll take off, break free, keeps his feet moving. Lynch is there on the stop at the 32-yard line. He's rushing the offense back to the line.
Nothing.
He'll pass on first down. Throwing. The pass
Yikes.
was incomplete. John, he rushed that throw.
And you should credit the defensive line. They do a nice job tying up the blockers and can bring pressure up the middle. When you combine their play with the fact that the defensive coordinator likes to bring additional blitzers from the outside, it can make for a very long day for the quarterback.
The home team line up in a 5-receiver set this time. Drops back. Brings it down looking to run.
What are
He
you
doesn't
doing,
want to
dude?
take the big hit. Looks like they'll go with a hurry up here.
Hey, let's go. Back it up, baby. Solid 29. Solid 29.
Closing in. He can't escape. And that's exactly what they could not afford to do on third down. Losing yardage with less than a minute remaining. They'll head right back to the line.
Showtime, baby.
Going for it on fourth. They'll need a big play here. Going for the deep man.
Out of bounds.
They go for it and don't make it.
That was a conversion the offense needed. They have to be disappointed, and it's worse because now the other team has the ball.
Who's number 8? Isn't that the punter?
All on us, y'all. Knock him out.
Yeah, Donnie Jones. That was the punter that caught that out of bounds. Interesting.
Watch your eyes. Hold the look. Nothing. They don't get nothing. Get me going.
That's gonna be your ball game. They're just gonna not even snap it here.
Great offensive show. Big point totals and just a touchdown separated the two teams.
37, the home team. 29.
This game is presented by the authority of the National Football League and EA Sports. Any publication, rebroadcast, or other use of the descriptions and accounts of this game without the express written permission of EA Sports is prohibited. This is Al Michaels. Good night.
All right. So finally, game number 1 of week 2 in the books. Let's go ahead and get that saved. And jump out of there. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and end the stream there, and I'm going to head off to bed. Appreciate you guys stopping by. We'll talk at you later. Rich. Peace.